In the world of boxing, there's a story that unfolds every time a fighter takes that brave step into the ring. It's a tale of courage, risk, and determination where the stakes are sky high. Most of these fearless boxers return home to their families, their heads held high after the final bell rings and the dust settles in the squared circle. But for a heart-wrenching few, tragedy strikes right there in the ring where the bright lights cast long shadows. Inside those four roped corners where fighters pour their hearts and souls, some heroes have paid the ultimate price for their passion. As we dive into the pages of boxing history, we come face to face with the stories of these incredibly brave souls. We remember their names, their spirit, and their will. They remind us that courage knows no bounds. In the words of legendary trainer Angelo Dundee, you can map out a fight plan or a life plan, but when the action starts, it may not go the way you planned, and you're down to your reflexes. That means your preparation. In today's video, we'll take you on a journey remembering those who paid the ultimate price in the ring. Let's dive deep into the world of boxing, where courage knows no bounds, where heroes are forged, and where the echoes of the past remind us of the sacrifices made in the name of glory. Frankie Campbell. In the world of 1930s boxing, there was a rising star, Frankie Campbell, born Francesco Camilli. He was an Italian-American heavyweight fighter known for his power and skill. With 33 wins under his belt out of 40 professional fights, he seemed destined for greatness. But destiny can be variable, and a twist of fate awaited Frankie in the heart of San Francisco, California. It was August 25, 1930, a day that would be remembered in boxing history. The stage was set for a memorable clash against Max Baer, a future heavyweight champion. The fight kicked off with an explosive moment. In the second round, Frankie landed a punch that sent Max Baer looking for consciousness. The crowd roared with excitement, believing victory was within Frankie's grasp. But fate is not a trustworthy companion, and a slip was called, robbing Frankie of what could have been his moment of triumph. Max Baer's pride stung, and he unleashed a thunderous right-hand punch that connected with Frankie's chin. It was a crushing blow, one that would change the course of the fight. Despite the pain, Frankie Campbell pressed on. He battled, showing the spirit of a true fighter. But the odds were stacked against him. In the fifth round, he found himself on the receiving end of a relentless assault from Max Baer. During the punishing blows, Frankie's world darkened. He whispered to his corner, "Something feels like it broke in my head." It was a chilling moment, a glimpse into the world of boxing where bravery often outweighs caution. As the battle raged on, the referee could no longer stand by. In the fifth round, he made the heart-wrenching decision to intervene, ending the fight. Frankie Campbell had given us his all, but the price had been too steep. The tragic tale of Frankie Campbell did not end in the ring. Hours after the fight, he was diagnosed with a double cerebral hemorrhage. Max Baer found himself in police custody, facing manslaughter charges. A $10,000 bail was charged over him, a heavy burden to bear. In the aftermath, referee Toby Irwin and the corner teams of both fighters were suspended for a year. Patrick Day. In a world of punches and dreams, a young warrior named Patrick Day emerged. Born on August 9, 1992, he was an American professional boxer with a story that would touch your heart. He took his first steps into the boxing ring in 2006, guided by the steady hand of a former firefighter and boxing trainer, Joe Higgins. In 2012, he blazed through the New York Golden Gloves tournament, claiming victory and making a name for himself. Patrick was no ordinary fighter. He was the #1 ranked amateur boxer in the 152-pound division in the United States. He even stood as an alternate on the 2012 United States Olympic team. His dreams knew no bounds. As the years rolled by, Patrick climbed the ranks, becoming a top 10 light middleweight for the WBC and IBF. He captured the regional WBC Continental America's light middleweight title, solidifying his place in the world of boxing. In the professional arena, Patrick Day displayed his abilities, winning 17 out of 22 battles with 4 defeats and 1 draw. But the boxing ring can be a harsh place, a world where dreams can shatter. Tragedy struck on October 12, 2019 in a USBA super welterweight title match. Patrick faced Charles Conwell, an unbeaten force, and in the 4th and 8th rounds, he tasted the canvas. Despite the odds, he fought on, the heart of a champion that was beating in his chest. In the 10th round, destiny took a cruel turn. 2 rights and a left hook from Conwell sent Patrick to the canvas, and the back of his head met the cold floor. The referee, Celestino Ruiz, made the difficult call, stopping the match at 1 minute and 46 seconds. The world of boxing mourned. Michael Buffer, the familiar voice of the ring, described Patrick as a wonderful young man, and the boxing community felt the weight of the loss. Even Charles Conwell himself couldn't escape the sorrow and regret. He penned an open letter online, bearing his own pain for the world to see. Maxim Dadashev. Maxim Dadashev, born in what was once Leningrad, Russia, showed remarkable skill in the ring. He wasn't just a fighter. He was a Russian amateur champion who had a legacy far beyond the ring. His story, a tale of bravery and the cost of pursuing dreams, ended in tragedy. In a fierce battle at the MGM National Harbor in Maryland, Maxim Dadashev faced Subriel Matias on that fateful day of July 19, 2019. The crowd roared as they fought for the IBF light welterweight title shot, but the match took a drastic turn. Despite his determination, Dadashev, the fight slipped away from his grasp. His trainer, Buddy McGirt, felt his fighter weakening, taking too many hits, and made a crucial decision. In the 11th round, McGirt stopped the fight to protect Dadashev, who was losing significantly on the scorecards. Despite Dadashev's protests, McGirt's concern for his well-being prevailed. As the fight ended, Dadashev, visibly weakened, needed assistance to leave the ring, but his condition worsened dramatically. He collapsed and vomited in the corridor, a sign of a severe injury. Rushed to the hospital, and the news was not good at all. A diagnosis of a subdural hematoma required immediate surgery. He was placed in a coma to reduce brain swelling, hope hung by a thread. Tragically, despite the efforts, Maxim Dadashev's condition worsened. The boxing world lost a rising star on July 23, 2019. His passing left behind a loving wife, Elizaveta, and a son, ending a promising career. Scott Westgarth. In the world of boxing, there was another man named Scott Westgarth. He was a British boxer, and his story will touch your heart. On a Saturday night, the 26th of February 2018, something incredible happened. Scott, at the age of 31, stepped into the ring for a 10-round light heavyweight match. As the fight reached its final round, Westgarth was knocked down, but he didn't give up. With determination, he managed to get back on his feet and win the match on points. The audience roared with admiration for his courage. But as he stood there as a winner, something was not right. In an interview after the fight, he kept touching his head just above his left eye, hinting at some discomfort. Concerns for his well-being quickly arose, and doctors rushed to his side. Scott Westgarth was taken to Royal Hallamshire Hospital in an ambulance. The night was filled with tension, and the world held its breath. Sadly, the next day, on the 25th of February 2018, Scott Westgarth passed away. It was a heartbreaking moment for all who had witnessed his incredible fight and his spirit. But between the sadness, there was a hope of light for the needy. Scott Westgarth had been a registered organ donor, giving the gift of life to others, even in his passing. Mike Towell. In the heart of Scotland, there once lived a man named Mike Towell. born on September 12, 1991. He wasn't just any man, he was a warrior of the boxing ring, a true Scottish fighter from the streets of Dundee. The year was 2016, and the stage was set at the Radisson Blu Hotel in Glasgow. Mike Towell faced off against Dale Evans in a scheduled 12-round battle, a clash of titans. As the fight raged on, something tragic happened in the 5th round. Mike Towell took a heavy blow, a technical knockout that left him with a wounded head. It was a devastating moment, and the audience watched in disbelief. Mike was rushed to the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital, and there the heartbreaking truth was unveiled. He had suffered severe bleeding in his brain. The world stood still as we realized that this fierce warrior had met a fate he didn't deserve. On September 30th, 2016, Mike Towell left us, forever imprinting his name in Scottish boxing history. But there's more to this story, a side that reveals the sacrifices of a fighter. It was revealed that Mike had stopped sparring weeks before his last fight, suffering from migraines. He fought through the pain because that's what fighters do. They push their limits. Conclusion. In the world of boxing, we hunger for more than just a fight. It's not just the punches and the clashes that we seek. We want to witness an explosion of dedication and intense action when fighters step into the ring. Each time boxers lace up their gloves, they enter a world where bravery intertwines with risk. As a writer once said, boxing is the only sport you can get your brain shook, your money took, and your name in the Undertaker book. So, as we watch the fighters dance under the lights, let's remember that within this sport lies a truth that demands our respect for the warriors who bravely enter the ring, and a reflection on the fine line between victory and the profound price they might pay. As we come to the end of today's story, a sense of anticipation hangs in the air like a curtain about to rise on an act. We're on the edge of our seats, eagerly awaiting your thoughts and feedback. Your opinion is a treasure to us, a guiding star in our journey. So please don't hold back. Share your insights in the comments below. We're all ears. If you found our adventure interesting and thrilling, we'd be dancing with joy if you'd give us a thumbs up. Your support motivates us to do more and pushes us to new heights. Now, imagine joining our community and becoming a part of our exclusive club. By hitting that subscribe button, you're not just a spectator, you're a fellow traveler on this storytelling trip. And if you believe in the magic we create here, share the love with your friends. Think of it as passing on a cherished book to someone you know who will love it just as much. But for those who desire the ultimate fan experience, there's one more step. Don't forget to ring that bell icon, the key to a secret treasure of stories and updates. With it, you'll never miss the next chapter of our journey. So until we meet again, stay close and take good care. See you next time.